Kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to session number 5 of the Aotearoa Secondary School Swimming Championships 2023. Still just reflecting on that great swim by Jacob Story this morning in the 50 butterfly, New Zealand age group record, ducking under 25 seconds. He'll be back in action tonight. We kick off with the 16 and over skins tonight. It was a lot of fun in an earlier session of the championships with the under 16. This time the 16 and over will go the 5 times 50 metre medley skins relay. That's where 2 swimmers will get knocked out every 50 until only 2 swimmers remain swimming against each other for the win. We start with that. We then move to the first of the individual events, the 50 metres backstroke, both male, female and multi-class. Then to the 100 metres butterfly, male and female. And we've seen the 200 fly, we've seen the 50. Now we come together for the 100 to see who can get the 3-peat perhaps there. The 200 freestyle will follow, both male, female and multi-class. And then we'll finish today's session with the 4x50 metre medley relay for both under 16 and the 16 and over in the mixed division. So that's the session number 5 laid out in front of you. We'll be back after the break for a presentation to one of a lucky school.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this isn't about what we wore back in the day.
We're going to go now. We're going once, we're going twice. No more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
We now move to a part of the session where we'd like to award a special presentation to a school. This award is presented to a school that is making a difference by promoting sustainability in their community. And we accepted nominations up until today, and the winner is Marlborough Girls College. Well done to them. And they're working hard at interweaving sustainability aspects into their school life, with a shared goal to raise awareness about global environmental issues along with taking action in their local community. And the three initiatives that they have done is they have an environmental team of students who share awareness of the issues by having environmental awareness days at school and doing community projects like planting native trees. They have encouraged students to bike, walk or carpool to school. And the school runs an environmental sustainability course for students. It is based around 5 areas: conservation, farming, marine, school and viticulture. Overall, Marlborough Girls College has a core focus on ensuring all they do is sustainable and that students have an awareness of environmental issues locally and globally, and they try and minimise these issues now and well into the future. So I'd like you to put your hands together and welcome some of the representatives of Marlborough Girls College for their great effort of sustainability to accept a sport voucher from New Zealand Carbon Farming. Congratulations to Marlborough Girls College and all of their efforts in sustainability. Well done, girls. Thank you very much for coming up to accept that award, and we'll be back after the break to introduce our technical officials and get underway with session number 5.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Well, thanks for joining us here on Whakaata Māori to watch session number 5 of the Aotearoa Secondary School Swimming Championships 2023. Please put your hands together and welcome our technical officials as they make their way onto pool deck. Introducing our Kai Whakahaere, our referees for tonight's session. Jackie Forsyth, Brent Harris. Introducing our Kai Timata starters, Kaz Tapper, Devlin Forsyth. Technical director for these championships is Carlreen Gillespie. Thank you, officials. Please be seated. We'll be back after this short break to kick off with session 5. We start tonight's program with event 39, the 50-metre medley skins. And it's the men's up first. And it's the 16 and over, and these 10 swimmers were selected from the times they did in the 100 metres individual medley. And I think I'm going to go and spin the wheel. And we'll get underway. That's backstroke. Backstroke to start. And just before we start, officials, I'll just introduce our swimmers. In lane 0 through to 9, Cole Phillips, Daniel Williams, Hunter Dobson, Kevin Zhang, Ryan Peck, Sam Kenny, Hara Hughes, Alex Odom, Alex Willis, Josh Carroll. The final 2 swimmers, the 2 swimmers that come in last in each of the 50s, is eliminated. So backstroke, not a favoured stroke of some of the swimmers in here. Certainly Hara Hughes isn't a backstroker, I don't think. He's going to have to push it hard to try and stay in here and not be 8th or 9th. Sorry, 9th or 10th. And at the moment, it looks like it's either going to be lane 8 or 9. It's going to be Alex Willis or Josh Carroll perhaps at the moment. And it will be Alex Willis, lane 8, and Josh Carroll, lane 9. To be eliminated from the first round. Backstroke again. I'm going to have to give that a bit more of a pull next time, I think. And all of these swimmers looking to put in a pretty good effort here to stay on board. Hara Hughes looking in danger here in lane 6. Perhaps it might be lane 0 as well. It's going to come down to the board. Cole Phillips perhaps. Hara Hughes is out. And we'll wait for that official result. 0 and 6. Lane 0 and 6 are eliminated. Freestyle. freestyle for the next 50. Nice start over there. That is Alex Odom in 7. Goes through real quick down the first 25. And maybe lane 5 here. Sam Kenny is going to be out. And I think it's going to be lane 2 or 1. Let's have a look. Lane 5 and 1 are eliminated. 5 and 1. Breaststroke. Got Hunter Dobson swimming breaststroke in lane 2. Kevin Zhang in 3. Ryan Peck in 4. And out there in lane 7 is Alex Odom. And it's going to be Alex Odom and Hunter Dobson to be eliminated. Lanes 2 and 7. Backstroke. Ryan Peck and Kevin Zhang, two fierce competitors. And Ryan Peck looks to have the edge just by a point of a second. This is a great finish here in the skins. Ryan Peck coming through just in front. He's going to make it. Ryan Peck will win it. Great job, both these boys. And well done to all the other boys in the 16 and over boys skins. Well done. We move now to the girls' skins. And this time Matt Hutchins is back to spin the wheel. Just hold up, Matt. We'll just introduce our swimmers across lanes 0 through 9. Samantha Wilson in 0, then through to 9. Charlotte Gibbs, Eva Allen, Talita McEwen, Alex Campion, Neve Tasaka, Alina Wong, Isabel Gibson, Milana Tapper, Charlie Toos. And we'll spin the wheel for the first time. Let's see what stroke we're going to swim for the first 50. And it's freestyle. Freestyle to kick off. I swear that thing doesn't go to butterfly. It just does not ever land on butterfly. Good underwater work there, long way down. That was lane 6, Alina Wong. Last to turn, lane 4, that's Alex Campion. No, looks like she's just going to out for a Sunday drive. So Campion's going to be out, and then I think lane 6 will be 2, Alina Wong. 4 and 6, we'll just get confirmation. 4 and 6 are eliminated. Backstroke. We're on to backstroke next. Swimmers swimming on a 2-minute cycle. Milana Tapper trailing a little bit at the moment, as is lane 5. Oh, we've got Neve Tusker. Well, it's going to be close here. I think this might be 8 and 9. Let's have a look. Oh, 9 and 1. 9 and 1 are eliminated. And that look on Milana's face, I've made it through another one. That's good. And Matt Hutchins spins the wheel. Freestyle. Neve Tasker needing to do a little bit of work here. And pretty even though. I think lane 0 might be out. Picking 0 and 8. Let's have a look. 0 and 8 are out. Well done. Well done to Samantha Wilson and Milana Tapper. Now that's a better one. Let's get some butterfly. Yes, butterfly. Neve Tusker's happy. Well, Neve Tusker was last to touch the wall there, so hopefully she's not underestimating this. Only 2 will remain. But she's come home. It's going to be 2 and 3, I think. Two and 3 are eliminated. 2 and 3 eliminated. Well done to Eva Allen and Talita McEwen. So final between Neve Tasker and Isabel Gibson. And spin, the final spin of the wheel. What's that, Matt? Freestyle. Bit of a neutral stroke here for our finalists. Starting to puff pretty hard now, just starting to get some big breaths in for the final 50. Isabel Gibson, she hits the wall first. What sort of backhand we got from Neve Tasker? Isabel Gibson, Neve Tasker for the skins win. It's going to be real close. I can't pick it. Let's wait for the pads. Oh, it might be Tasker, I think. Might have got the hand to the wall first. Let's have a look. And the winner is Neve Tasker. Well done to both our swimmers, Isabel Gibson, and to all of the 10 swimmers that took part. Good job. Go and rest up now. We'll be back after the break with the first of our individual events, the boys 50 metres backstroke. Ara Kuri to Ara Iwa, Cullen Byrne, William Worthington Thin, Ben Dudding, Bob Thompson, Finn Henderson, Jamie Maunder, Taron Tyson, Ethan Kahoe, Ben Housden, Ryan Lawrence. Time final 6 from 0, Neo Lee, Keanu Marshall, Ryan Beardsmore, Max Phillips, Eli Adams, Ollie Kennett, Finley English, Jack Lee, Joshua Parmenta, Matthew Chanwai. Time final 7 from 0, Benjamin Riordan, Te Momahara Hape, Blake Chase, Taka Sugiyama, Jason Hua, Henry Oram, Yen Chen Lee, Corey Tremblay, Luke Bigar, Cooper Clegg. Time final 8, Gianni Martin, Michael Smith, Solomon Pocock, Oliver Horsfield, Veron Reddy, Samuel Petrie, Caden Kossel, Lucas Comerford, Dylan Groupink, Hero Toe. Timed final number 9 from Arakuri to Araiwa. We have Caleb Wilson, Preston Wang, Joe Reha, Zach Edwards, Max Skian, Sam Skidmore, Luke Jackson, Leonard Rankin, Kaijang Ashida, and Lewis Brown. Time final 10 from Arakuri to Araiwa. We have Zach Woods, Vincent Prajogo, Troy Blyleavens, Asher Hales, Sam Hewlett, Asa Banbury, Nico Rudge, Cohen Detling, Sam Rowe and Soren Wells. The last of the circle-seated time finals before we get into the age groups, and it is Finlay McNabb in 0 through to 9, Jack Rowe, Matthew Sung, Thomas Hunter, Victor Balgaradine, Spencer Cleland, Caden Ta'anga, True Bateson, Tom Brown, Jamie Hanton. Next up, the 13-year-old boys, the first of our age group finals. The 13-year-old boys, away we go. And a great underwater work, lane 5 there by Donald Tian. He's away nicely.
Yeah, and it looks like...
Goes into the turn. Let's see what distance he can get off the wall, Donald Tian. He's had a great champ so far. A body length. He comes down the final 25. Wow, you don't see many wins over a 50 like this one. Donald Tian, 28.04. That's a smart time for a 13-year-old boy, 28.04. And let's look who came in second and third there. I was too focused on lane 5. I think lane 4 came in second, and then it was lane 6, I think.
Yeah.
Declan Broadfoot got the silver, and Clement Chu the bronze. Next up, 14-year-old boys. Now Max Cave in lane 4, 27.18. We should see some pretty quick movement from him. He goes storming down the first one, turns first.
Really dominated that 200 backstroke here this morning, really took it out from the start, so really expect him to have that opening speed. Great underwater work there from Neo Solomonson in lane 5, but not quite going to be enough over top of the water to beat Max Cave.
And a 26.81 for Max Cave, that's underneath his best of a 27.18 in the program. So it'd be nice for him to go under 27, perhaps for the first time. National record held at about 26.5. Next up, 15-year-old boys. This is going to be a competitive one, Matt. Away they go. They're all pretty close on the program.
Absolutely. In lane 4, got Jacob Story, the swimmer that seemingly has no weak stroke, but Harrison James in lane 5 loves that high tempo, loves those big underwater swims here. Really advantageous for a 50 backstroke. And they come out neck and neck. Slightly ahead is Jacob Story.
And Jacob Story's going to win it quite comfortably in the end. 26.41, 0.4 back to Harrison James, and third will go to Hunter Lloyd, all in the middle of the pool. And just looking at that work, which is so important underwater. Great start there for lane 3, Mason Wang. And he's right alongside Brandon Holder as they go through the turn. Let's see who's going to come out on top off this turn. It's a great turn for Brandon Holder.
Yeah,
and Mason Wang just starting to creep through. It's stroke for stroke with 5 to go. And a fast finishing Daniel Williams there too. He's going to get the bronze. Holder wins it. And Mason Wang just 0.1 of a second back. That's a close one. Seventeen, 18-year-old boys up next. Finn Harlan in 4 with a 24.82. And he's been sprinting well so far.
Yeah, one of the really good open-end or front-end speed swimmers we've got here this week. He gets nice and deep there off that turn, really good foot speed. Going to push that right up to that 12, 13 metres underwater and just pulling away from the field here over the second 25.
24.89, about bang on as entry time there. Second will go to Alex Odom. Third down in lane 7 to Samuel Trass. 26.22, which is almost a full second under his entry time. That's a great swim. But well out in front, Finn Harlan. And that concludes event number 41. We're going to move now to event 141, the boys 50 backstroke multi-class. And in this event, in lane 4 is Asher Smith-Franklin, and lane 5, Bailey Conlon. And if you look in the program, you'll see that Ash's time is 3/100ths of a second above the New Zealand record for this event. So, as he always does, he'll probably be trying to chalk another one up today.
We always seem to be on national record watch when Asher is in the pool, so this will be a nice close one. Not much margin here in the 50s.
And it's going to easily get it here, 29.88. Wow, what a time for Asher Smith-Franklin. New Zealand record in the S14 class. Bailey Conlon also doing a personal best by the looks of it at 36.06. But that's under the New Zealand record by 2 seconds. So that's a mark that will be hard to reach for anyone else for the next few years anyway. And that's not just an age group record, that's a New Zealand record. And we're going to go to a quick break now. And we're going to come back with the girls' 50-metre backstroke.
I just want to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for taking the initiative and supporting schools like ours.
It's really important they have that outlet to come to kura for another reason other than curriculum, and for some reason in our water our kids just breathe sport, and having that resource here makes life that much more enjoyable and they can keep doing what they're good at.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport is hugely beneficial.
Welcome back to the Aotearoa Secondary School Swimming Championships 2023. That's that result from the backstroke for the multi-class for the boys. We move now to event 42, the girls 50-metre backstroke. There are 21 time finals, and this is time final number 1. Two through 7, Alex McCutcheon, Danielle Wisnowski, Arena Westerink, Summer Pearson, Caitlin Deeprose, and Lila Trudgeon. This is time final number 2 from Ara Kori to Ara Iwa is Lisa Deprose, Elsa Mwape, Genevieve Howe, Alyssa Salmons, Ruby Jones, Nova Sawyer, Rosie Jones Rosthorn, Mia France, Bree Franklin and Megan Price. Time final number 3 from Arakuri, lane 1 to Araiwa, lane 9. We have Ramona Lively Masters, Emma Easton, Tessa Murphy, Stella Weston, Abigail Boyd, Sakura Toe, Leah Crowe, Saffron Berryman, Tiana Rangihika, and Taris Walters. This is time final number 4. Annabelle Smith in 0. Through to 9 is Sophie Teo, Aditi Singh, Amy Oliver, Maya McKee, Lily Smith, Livy Cole, and then in 8, Riley McClung, 9, Ophelia Booth. Time final number 5 of 21. The girls 50 backstroke from 0 through 9. Riley Davey, Sophie Mayo, Karis McNabb, Poppy Richardson, Macy Haynes, Karina Roberts, Emily Pearson, Lexi Hancock, Bella May Martin, Bella Dye. Time final number 6 from Arakori to Araiwa, lane 9. Jade Maris, and then we jump to 2. Iona Garrett, Jessica Pilbrow, Emily Carr, Grace Richardson, Claudia Harris, Lily Pure, Kate Staunton, and Elise Lamb. Time final number 7, starting Arakuri lane 0, Ruhuya Gemmell, then Lily London, Alexandra Petherick, Savannah Brown, Savannah Burke, Summer Kurno, Ava Wynne, Danica Phillips, Coco Wren, Emma Campbell. Time final number 8 from Ara Kuri, zone 0 to Ara Iwa, lane 9. Sierra Blumfield, Michaela Wyatt, Emma Fletcher, Amelie Neal, Caitlin Williams, Ayla Davey, Olivia Biggar, Jess Mill, Brooke Humphreys, Ellie Gear. And this is time final number 9, starting at 0. Madison Bogue, Charlotte McKenzie, Isabel Daverin, Sienna Leilua, Bauhi Afu, Ashley Lander, Charlotte Bauskill, Jackie Jar, Paige Franklin, Ashley Calcott. Time final 10 of 21, and away we go. Taylor Batchelor in 0, then through to 9, Lucy Abbott, Tegan Lowe, Violet Carter, Alice Hanley, Mia Parker, Lani Jarrett, Eva Kinsella, Tara Swami, and Ruby Saisong. Time final 11, Olivia Jenkins, Georgia Mill, Emma Wynn, Jessica Lovell, Mila Gwiazdzinski, Maisie Pullen, Ruby Conway, Bianca Chan, Talia Roscoe, Erica Orbell. This is time final 12 of the girls' 50 backstroke from Ara Kuri to Ara Iwa, Georgia Packer, Piper Rogers, Sophie Martin, Caroline Faimane, Neve Quayle, Talon Hickford, Madeline Van Vliet, Charlotte Rose, Evie Skidmore and Titsani Thompson.
Change of plans. Sierra's going with her granddad. So she changed her plans. So Sierra's going to go with her granddad. Yeah. So now we don't get all right. Yes, and I worked out. I was like,
If the Sacred Heart Girls College team manager can go to the resolutions desk, thank you. Time final 13. From Arakuri to Araiwa is Olivia Lingard, Maya Williams, Neve Manning, Sophie Cole, Tiana Marsden, Bella Sheridan, Millie Sampson, Sylvie Gardner, Emma Bain and Addison Dawson. Time final 14 from 0 through 8. Nicola Lovell, Fleur Jansen, Liv Taylor, Kate Decker, Sky Triss, Danielle Rule, Annalise Richardson, Danielle Curlett and Annabelle Van Wyck. Time final 15. Across the lanes, Penny Smith, Holly McDonald, Alicia Lamb, Audrey Neal, Izzy Parmenter, Lucy Price, Alex Wynn, Greer Gresham, Sophie Bell and Trelise Choate. timed final 16, the last of the circle seeded. Louise Eccleston, Julia Kim, Kiana Woodfield, Sophie Young-Wilson, then across to 5, Piper Burrows, Olivia Ballantyne, Tess Sahavi, Anika Anderson-Penaha, and Hannah Alderton. .13-year-old final. Arissa Liu, that trademark, very smooth backstroke of hers. She goes down the first 25. She's in control. She had a nice fast start at 0.61, and she's got about a quarter of a body length lead over Taylor Newman at the moment in the pink togs. And in lane 6, I think it might be Jordan Iasefa who might get there for the bronze. No, it's lane 0, Maya Spencer-Morgan. She's had a great swim down there in 0. Arissa Liu, another title for her. The 14-year-old girls final now. Milan Glintmeyer, the favourite. She goes out quickly. She's in front of the field. Let's watch out for the outside lanes this time. Milan Glintmeyer going through first. I think by the looks of it, it is lane 5, Lola Lowry sitting in second. And then over, doing quite well in lane 8 is Elena Rees-Utai. Milan Glintmeyer wins at 28.24, then Lowry, and then it is Ava Wilson, lane 2, that snatches the bronze. The 15-year-old girls final. And this is a bit more even off the start this time. It's going to come down to the second 25. No clear leader at the moment through the 25. Think just lane 4, Riley McBride.
And a great underwater there from Riley McBride. Really quick turn. Really asserted herself up this week as a bit of a 50-metre specialist. And starting to pull away here over this last 5 to 10 metres. Looking really strong.
She'll win it. Second goes to Bassett. Third to Van Veldhuizen. Sixteen-year-old girls final now. Taylor Miles sitting in lane 4. Mia Stanley Hunt, who's had a really fantastic champ so far, collecting a few titles. And she will be the first to go through, Mia Stanley Hunt. Lane 5 for Westlake girls, swims for the Coast Swimming Club. And this could be another title for her. 30.02. Looks like a slender PB there as well for her. So nice work, Mia Stanley Hunt. And 2, that was Jada Lynch-Brown, I think.
Not a lot separating the next 5 or so swimmers back, so definitely going to have to wait for those results to come through. But it looked like it was maybe about 4 swimmers all in the space of about 0.05 of a second-ish.
Lane 4 it was, I think it was Taylor Miles that might have got there. Let's have a look. And Lucy Ellis silver, Taylor Miles the bronze. Moving now to the 17, 18-year-old girls. Well, Matt, we do have Liv Peebles this time in lane 5, and away she goes, Savannah Eve Martin in lane 4. Louis battle in the middle of the pool here, I'm sure.
Absolutely, and a lot of these races really being separated at the turn, and it does look like Savannah Eve Martin right there, really getting a good turn, really strong underwater, popping up, really great tempo coming off the wall, and really sets herself hard to pick up 10 metres in this short race.
That's a classy race, classy swim from Savannah Eve Martin, great off the wall at the halfway mark, convincing win there, and a PB by the looks of that green time on the board, 28.02. And Peebles will get the silver, and I think it was lane 3 there, Isabel Gibson collecting the bronze. Moving now to event 142, the girls 50-metre backstroke multi-class. Aratoru is Riley Saya Arafā. Erin Knox, Ararima, Millie Long. We've got Erin and Millie in physical impairment class S10. Riley Saya, intellectual impairment class S14. Let's see who got the New Zealand record here. S14 is Jane Fox at 38.77. And Erin Knox coming through to touch the wall first. 37.48. Riley Saya come in there 41.26, which is slightly quicker than her entry time. And Millie Long going a second quicker than her best as well. Well done to our girls in the multi-class. 50 metres backstroke. And that concludes all of the girls' 50 metre backstrokes this evening. And that concludes those. We're going to go to a break now and come back with our next events on the program, which is the boys 100 metres butterfly. Welcome back. We move now to event number 43, the boys 100 metres butterfly. There are 9 time finals. This is time final number 1. Aratoru is Flynn Balfour. Arafā is Macaulay Drummond, and Ararima is Lucas Comerford. The boys 100 metres butterfly, first of 9 time finals. Time final number 2. And we have from lane 1 through 5, Caleb Tan, Gianni Martin, Finn Henderson, Samuel Petrie, Leonard Rankin. And then 7 and 8, Max Phillips, Luke Biggar. Time final number 3 from Arakuri lane 0 to Araiwa lane 9. Riley Hibbins, Finlay McNabb, Josh Exon, Zach Pass, Tom Kenny, Jack Forsman, Sam Hewlett, Hunter Sands, Sam Hewlett, 2 Sam Hewletts, and Tariq Billinghurst.
And a really strong swim here out in lane 9 by Tariq Billinghurst, really taking it out on that far side. Both these swimmers relying really strongly on that kick to power that body up and over the water. But this is where it really starts to hurt. Really got to dig in, drive those hips up, and looks like Tom Kenny's going to bring this one home.
Time final number 4. Final unseeded event race before we get into the age groups. 0 Veron Reddy, Ryan Stott, Matthew Sung, Spencer Cleland, Luke Gibson, Oscar Rust, Clayton Fowle, Oliver Morton, Nathan Whitehead, and then Tom Brown in 9. The 13-year-old boys final, the 5 of them from 2 through 6, Will Herbert, Chris Kumala, Declan Broadfoot, Caleb Yin and Sonny Liu. And Declan Broadfoot's had a busy program. He's 102.74 is an entry time, a couple of seconds below Caleb Yin. And Caleb Yin's off to a great start here, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. Really taking it out to the race. Sort of looked like Declan Broadfoot was just cruising into that first turn and just decided to turn on the jets on that second 25, but Caleb Yin has just taken off 29.13. A fantastic opening split and looking very strong, staying very low to the water. Nice, good arm speed, strong kick up behind him. It's going to be hard to catch at this rate.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to get there. This is an awesome swim from Caleb Yin. Can he hold on? Broadfoot coming through strongly. He's left it too late. 102.58. Great swim there. 2 seconds under almost for Caleb Yin to win that title for the 13-year-old boys. Nice underwater work there by Jacob Humphreys. He'll take them down together with Neo Solomonson. And Humphreys got quite a height advantage over Solomonson. And he's got it off the wall, and he's going to take it all the way back to the finish to win there. And Solomonson will take... No, we're doing the 100, of course. Yeah, I need to have a sleep.
On that one.
Yep. Well, that's a good first 50, wasn't it, Matt?
A very good first 50. And you know, Neo Solomonson, the champion in the 200, he'd be relying on his back end. But, you know, as you said, Jacob Humphreys, 27.3, really strong swim, really getting his whole upper body up out of the water, really relying on that strong butterfly kick that we see there in those underwaters. But the 200 butterfly is naturally going to close this distance a little bit, but not enough time for Neo there. And it will be Jacob Humphreys in a time of 59.05.
And nearly a bronze out there for lane 7, Daniel Lowe, just pipped there by Blake Candish. This will be a great race, this one. Daniel Crichton in the middle. Very accomplished over all the butterfly distances. Trying to get off with a nice high rating down that first 25. They go through together. Nothing in it as they make their way down to the halfway mark. Crichton just coming in front now, I think. Going well in lane 2. Hunter Lloyd as well. Now we know Crichton's got more than enough endurance to bring this home. He's in a strong position at the moment, going down the third 25. But still Hunter Lloyd is staying right with him. They touch together.
A much better turn there by Hunter Lloyd as well. Creating a little bit long on that turn, really trying to rely on that underwater, but that stroke rate's looking great here over that last 25. And it does look like it's going to be creating right into the wall.
57.90, just gets it by 0.2 of a second. Third will go to Eric Yuan in 5. And just outside of Daniel's best time there by the looks of it. He had to fight all the way to the end for that one. Oliver Mowat, the 50 and 100 metre specialist in lane 4, posting a 54.87 into this event. Mason Wang on his right. Leo Arrowsmith on the inside in 3. And good start here in 5 by Mason Wang. And this might spell trouble for Oliver Mowat. Let's see. You would have expected him to go through pretty quickly through that first 50.
Yeah, as a 50-metre specialist, but he does look very in control, so maybe just playing into his strengths, relying on his speed here. Had a great turn, but Mason Wang, fantastically strong butterfly kicker, really good underwaters here in this race, so it's really hard to catch people when they're spending a good amount of time underwater, as we see there on that last turn.
Mason Wang's going to win this one. Oliver Mowat is going to take the silver. Third goes to Leo Arrowsmith. Another stacked one, Matt. David Zhu, the 200-metre title holder, he looks pumped up in lane 5. You've got Ryan Peck over there in 2, Caleb Carlisle, the fastest of the qualifiers in 4.
Yeah, and Caleb Carlisle over a second faster than everyone else in the field. The only person with a sub 54-second time here in the program. But as well, in lane 5 it is David Zhu, followed closely Hugo Rothel there in 3rd. Ryan Peck in 2nd. Ryan Peck, Hugo Rathel having some fantastic swims here this weekend.
David Zhu in a really strong position here. But overhead,
it's going to be Ryan Peck. Wall, yeah.
Ryan Peck in 2. Ryan Peck leads by quite a margin. And Hugo Rothel with that trademark strong finish. Hugo Rothel, can he get there first? Oh,
it will be.
Just he does. Hugo Rothel wins it. Ryan Peck comes in, what was that, 2/100ths of a second later, and then third will go to Carlisle.
Yeah, and once we get a chance to look at the replay of this finish, I think it's going to come down to the fact that Hugo was finishing on a nice long stroke and maybe Ryan was just popping up a little bit. So all comes down to how hard you can hit that touch pad. It's not always about touching it first. It's the first person to really hit that thing.
Yeah, that was a classic case of that one. Well done to the boys across the 100 metres butterfly. We're going to move straight into the next event. And that is, yes, we're straight into the event 44, the girls 100 metres butterfly. And there are 9 time finals. And the first of those are alongside the blocks at the moment.
Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, it'll be the speakers down the other end. Isn't it not?
Ara Toru, Addison Dawson, Ara Wha is Karis McNabb, Ara Rima, Lily Smith.
It'll either be that or someone's definitely got speakers somewhere. Trying to figure out where that other beat's coming from. There's someone else in here playing like real bassy music. Listen for when I turn this one down for the next race, just have a listen to it. You'll be able to.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
I'm so grumpy about it. You couldn't tell.
You're hiding it though.
Yeah. Keep lying to it today.
Speakers in here.
Is it speaker? Is it speaker? Music?
No, they're
There. No, that's music.
Who is it? Is it someone over there?
I don't know. And the next rack is. Just other like a lot of the speakers need to be off. But I'll tell you when you're muted.
Time final 2 from Ara Tahi through to Ara Waru. Taylor Newman, Abigail Sharp, Emma Fletcher, Meg Shooker, Amy Oliver, Sienna Leilua, Taylor Hart and Holly Sorensen.
Dale, can you please mute Scott or Matt?
Still going. And yeah, unless it's not in here. If it's not, where would it be? Do they have like they have like group fitness classes in here somewhere? It's probably a group fitness class somewhere. And the moment we're running it might be a group fitness class.
Time final number 3, Arakuri lane 1 through to Araiwa lane 9. We have Lisa Shee, Annika Moleta, Penny Smith, Rio Sasamoto, Carlin Quincel, Olivia Tukia, Alexis Bussini, Heidi Ace, Kezia Bussini, Liv Taylor. Time final number 4. Across the lanes, Holly Nelson, Abby Davidson, Catherine Sonnerson, Savannah Eve Martin, Hannah Piper, Zoe Wilkinson, Danielle Curlett, Vivian Shaw, Paige Franklin, Emma Wynn. Our 13-year-old girls 100-metre butterfly timed final. Anahira McCutcheon away fast down the first lap, as is lane 7, Melody Ding. And Melody Ding getting a real fast start off the blocks there, as did Jordan Iosefa in 0. Entry time of 1:08. I'm sorry, it'll be 1:05.67. And she's already cleared 3 or 4 seconds, or 3 seconds in front by the looks of it.
And looking really good for that time there. 29.75 is a fantastic opening 50 for this 100 butterfly. So really looking to hold on strong. We wouldn't want much more than a couple of seconds drop off for a good swim.
It's a great swim for Anahira McCutcheon. Wins the title 1:04.95. And come through well in the second 50 is Alicia Story for the silver, Paige Conley for the bronze. Our 14-year-old girls time final now. Milan Glintmeyer back in action in lane 4. Had a busy day today, Milan. Mia McDonald in lane 5. So Milan Glintmeyer 1:32. And the NZR age group record 1:88. So as we saw in the 50 metres, let's see how close she can get to this New Zealand age group record. Battle on for second and third at the moment. And at the moment it's lane 5 and 3 going for that. Leah Yang and Amia McDonald.
And through that 75 and around, it looks like about 44 seconds high, 45 seconds low. So going to be really cutting it close to this 1:00.
And a good final 25 for Mia McDonald to secure the silver. Leah Yang the bronze. .15-year-old girls final. 9 in the field. And Lola Nichols takes them through. And alongside her on the outside, Olivia Emmett. Riley McBride, maybe just biding her time at the moment, just cruising through this first 50. .2 of a second in it.
Really nice close race there at the 50. All three of those girls finishing very strong on that first 50, getting a great turn, great long touch into that race, and it's really starting to balance out here. Does look like Olivia Emmett over there in lane 6 has edged out the other two over that third 25 and is looking to take this race home.
Yeah, she's done a great job in that third 25. But now it is Riley McBride. I think she's just starting to come, or maybe Olivia Emmett's going to hold on. She is. Olivia Emmett, 103.38. 0.2 back to McBride for silver. Nichols gets the bronze. That was one of the closest ones we've had, Matt. That was great.
Yeah, it seemed at the wall they all seemed to match up, but everything was happening between the walls. There was all sorts of changes of lead, changes of direction, but fantastic finishes on timing of those strokes into the wall by all three swimmers. Great finishes there, we see on the replay.
Sixteen-year-old girls time final. Brooke Swan is sitting in 4 with a 101.80 into the event. And good solid start by Freya Hingston in 5, hanging with her and doing a good job in lane 8 is Jessica Lovell. Lane 2 going pretty well too. This is Evie Skidmore. Freya Hingston taking it to Brooke Swan at the moment. The two going neck and neck down to the third turn.
And it looks like Brooke Swan might have the edge there on the turn. Really good sharp turn. Fantastic underwater. Getting those couple of extra butterfly kicks in to really power herself into this fourth 25.
But look at this final 25 from Brooke Swan. She's taken a half body length. She's going to win it comfortably. Freya Hingston gets the silver. And Hingston's done a good time. 103.84 under her entry time. And Evie Skidmore from lane 2 gets on the podium. (17, 18-year-old category, and we've got a minute 0.61 in the middle with Samantha Wilson, but pretty close here on paper. Neve Tasker, the 200-metre butterfly champion in 5. You got Liv Peoples there in 2, Hannah Campbell in 3.
And it looks like Samantha Wilson taking it out here to the field, really trying to lead it off. We know Neve Tasker, a fantastic 200 butterfly, but again, you don't want to leave your charge too late in the 100 butterfly. You've really got to be able to rely on that early speed and then have that endurance to hold on. You can't really pace this one too much.
You wonder whether that Skins 550s have taken out a Neve Tasker. That would have been quite an effort at the beginning of the session, but these are fit athletes who would have bounced back. But at the moment, it's Samantha Wilson. And look at lane 9, Lucy Abbott. Lucy Abbott there, maybe gunning for a podium as well. Neve Tasker coming home. I think she's going to get the silver. Lucy Abbott's going to get the bronze. Well, congratulations to all the girls across the 100 metres butterfly. We're going to cut for a break. We'll be back shortly with the first of two medal presentations. We could ask...
Ladies and gentlemen, blue points.
This isn't about what we wore back in the day.
We're going to go now. Going once, going twice. No more offers. Stalled.
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass up.
Aotearoa Secondary School National Championships here on Whakaata Māori. We are moving right along here to the medal ceremonies of the events that have taken place so far today, starting with event number 41, the men's 50-metre backstrokes. And thanks again to All Proof Industries, our medal ceremony sponsor for this event. In the boys' 13-year-old 50-metre backstroke, the bronze medal goes to Clement Chu in a time of 30.23. The silver medal goes to Declan Broadfoot at a time of 29.49. And the gold medal and national title in a time of 28.04 goes to Donald Tian. And we'll take this moment to recognise handing out our medals here this evening is Joy, a teacher at St. Paul's who is a fantastic supporter of the school and the swimming program, and getting the opportunity tonight to hand out some of these medals. In the 14-year-old boys 50-metre backstroke final, the bronze medal goes to Jack Rust in a time of 28.72. The silver medal in a time of 27.60 to Neo Solomonson. And the gold medal to Max Cave in a time of 26.81. And moving on now to the 15-year-old boys, the bronze medalist Hunter Lloyd in a time of 27.42. The silver medal, Harrison James, 26.85. And the gold medal and another national title to Jacob Story in a time of 26.41. The 16-year-old boys 50-metre backstroke medalists, the bronze to Daniel Williams in a time of 26.86. The silver to Mason Wang, 26.82. And the gold medal in a time of 26.71, Brandon Holder. Moving on now to the 17 and 18-year-old backstroke medalists In bronze, Samuel Trass, 26-22. The silver to Alex Odom, 26-18. And the gold medal in a time of 24.89, Finn Harland. And the medals for event 141, the 50-metre backstroke for men multi-class. The silver medal to Bailey Conlon in a time of 36.06. And the gold medal in a new national record time in a time of 29.88, Asher Smith-Franklin. Congratulations to all of our winners in the men's 50-metre backstroke. Now on to event 42, the women's 50-metre backstroke finals medalists. The bronze for the 13-year-old girls, Jordan Iosefa, in a time of 32.10, who is not there. The silver medal to Taylor Newman, 31.18. And the gold medal in a time of 30.50, Arissa Liu. Now for the 14-year-old girls 50 backstroke medalists, the bronze, Ava Wilson, in a time of 31.36. The silver medal in a time of 30.13, Lola Lowry. And the gold medal in a time of 28.24, Milan Glintmeyer. And now to the 15-year-old girls 50-metre backstroke medalists, the bronze in a time of 30.18, Breeze van Hoosen. The silver in a time of 29.89, Scarlett Bassett. And the gold medal in a time of 28.94, Riley McBride. And on to the 16-year-old girls 50-metre backstroke medalists. These medals, of course, thanks to All Proof Industries sponsoring our medal ceremonies here this weekend. The bronze medal goes to Taylor Miles, 30.74, who is not there. The silver medal in a time of 30.69, Lucy Ellis. And the gold in a time of 30.02, Mia Stanley Hunt. Moving on now to the girls, 17 and 18-year-old medalists. The bronze to Isabel Gibson, 29-21. The silver, Liv Peebles, 28-47. And the gold medal and national title to Savannah Eve Martin, 28.02. Moving on to event 142, the 50-metre backstroke women multi-class. The bronze, Millie Long, in a time of 48.56. The silver in 41.26, Riley Sayer. And the gold and national title to Erin Knox in a time of 37.48. Congratulations again to all of our female swimmers in the 50-metre backstroke winning medals. We move now to the medal ceremony for event 43, the men's 100-metre butterfly, starting with the 13-year-olds. The bronze, Chris Kumala, 105.83. The silver in 103.16, Declan Broadfoot. And the gold in a time of 102.58, Caleb Yin. The 14-year-old boys medals now. The bronze to Blake Candish, 102.11. The silver to Neo Solomonson, 59.85. And the gold and national title to Jacob Humphreys in a time of 59.05. The 15-year-old boys medalists now in the bronze medal position, Eric Wan in a time of 59.21. The silver to Hunter Lloyd, 58.14. And the gold medal, Daniel Kriegting in a time of 57.90. The 16-year-old medalist now. The bronze goes to Leo Aerosmith, 57.62. The silver to Oliver Moat, 56.74. And the gold medal in a time of 56.27, Mason Wang. And now for the 17 and 18-year-old boys, the bronze to Caleb Carlisle, 55.78. The silver to Ryan Peck, 54.97. And the gold in a time of 54.95, Hugo Rothwell. Congratulations to all of our men taking home medals in the 100-metre butterfly. We move now to the medals for event 44, the women's 100-metre butterfly, starting with the 13-year-olds. The bronze, Paige Conley, in a time of 1:09.23. The silver, Alicia Story, 1:08.81. And the gold in a time of 1:04.95, Anahita McCutcheon. The 14-year-old girls now. The bronze goes to Leah Yang, 1:06.18. The silver in 1:05.71 to Mia McDonald. And the gold in a time of 1:01.14 to Milan Glintmeyer. The 15-year-old girls 100 butterfly medalists now. The bronze is to Lola Nichols, 1:03.72. The silver to Riley McBride, 1:03.61. And the gold in a time of 1:03.38, Olivia Emmett. The 16-year-old girls now. The bronze medal position, Evie Skidmore, 1:05.65. The silver medal to Freya Hingston, 1:03.84. And the gold medal to Brooke Swan in a time of 1:02.39. And moving on to the final medal presentation for now. The 17 and 18-year-old girls, the bronze to Lucy Abbott, 1:03.02. The silver in a time of 1:02.50, Neve Tassica. And the gold medal in a time of 1:02.09, Samantha Wilson. Congratulations again to the girls taking home medals in the 100 butterfly and all of our medalists so far this evening. We will be right back after a quick break, ready to jump into event 145, the 200 metre freestyle multi-class for men.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay and App to speed on through. Ooh, yeah. Feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Secondary School Swimming Championships 2023, and we're kicking off with event 145, the boys multi-class. All three swimmers in the S14 category. Aratoru is James Hayden. Arafā is Asher Smith-Franklin. Ararima is Bailey Conlon. Asher's New Zealand record for S14 is 204.38.
Entered in the program at a 205.01, so I'm sure he'll be looking to get that time back down to around that national record mark.
So he's in good form, always in good form, Asher.
Word from his coach down beside us. Only set that record last weekend, so I think to set it again this week would be a very impressive feat to go back-to-back weekends.
Got to take my hat off to some of these multi-class athletes that pretty much do. Bailey Conlon almost does every event in the program. He's a busy, busy swimmer. Now, he's either lost his cap again or he's opted not to use it today. Asher Smith-Franklin coming through to the 150-metre mark.
And speaking of doing a lot of events, Asher Smith-Franklin as well, always in every event, always seems to be challenging those national records, and sometimes you tend to see over a long meet, maybe we start to tire towards the end, so it really takes a huge amount of fitness to be this good and this consistent across such a range of events for Asher.
So coming down the final 25, Asher Smith-Franklin. A 204.38. Just outside 204.74. Bailey Conlon finishing 2:17, and then James Hayden doing a good time 2:19.78. And that concludes event 145. We move now to event 45, the boys 200 metres freestyle. There are 9 time finals, and this is time final number 1, ready to go.
I do admit they do give you crispier lettuce in those burgers. Oh, mate. It's a little bit more. chicken's a little bit crispier, the buns are a little bit... Can't be costing them that much more to make it.
Time final number 1 of the boys, 200 metres freestyle. Ara Toru is Luke Karina. Ara Fa is Yin Ching Lee. And Ara Rima is Thomas Anderson. Quick shout out to Lee Petrie of Waitaki Boys. Lee Petrie, your accreditation is with us at the announcers table.
Is your mic off? Kevin James entered in 149 flat. My 16-year-old record, 148.53. We don't know if I want to be commentating while he... Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that he... 16, 2011. That was Youth Commonwealth Games. And then I was 46.4 at 18. And then I would have been around that when I was in college, but I never swam short course meters, mate. But yeah. Yeah, we never really got a chance to race a lot. Like, he kind of, 2012 was his big year, like 2012, 13, 14, and then I came on at 16, 17. We tied for the 200 freestyle title in 2017, and then he gave up the 400 by that point. But yeah, so if I'd kept swimming, yeah, it probably would have been. Wish I'd broken his national records, to be fair. Well, no, his long course record was the 147.0 and then the 347.3 or something. Yeah. I'm sure if Lewis wanted to, he'd kick it out the door pretty quick.
Second time final of 9 of the boys 200 metres freestyle from Ara Kuri 0 through to Ara Waru 8. Finn Henderson, Lucas Bell, Zane Pearson, Corey Tremblay, Jack Lee, Thomas Campion, Aidan Taylor, Riley McEwen, Ewan O'Connor Close. Time final number 3 from Arakuri, lane 0, to Araiwa, lane 9. Sam McAllister, Andrew Wang, Asa Bambury, Bosco Ding, Sunny Sun, Sam Moletta, Eric Yang, Dom Wharepuri, Noah Brummett and Zach Woods.
So we were just discussing that. Chinese or so or if there's like an Asian fusion place open, we can maybe go like go out to eat, or we can get Chinese takeaways. I don't know if there's anywhere.
You're on the sea. You can't have dinner. I'm not. No, we're not feeling nice.
I'll run away with the credit card. There you go. Yeah. Either or. Do you guys know of anywhere like nice around here? Depends how much it is. I haven't even looked at my budget today. I've been ignoring it this week. Or, because they also said that you found a really nice Chinese place around here. Apparently. Also, sorry Scott, change of plans. Again, we're going to do the Caltex award, so I'm just printing the script for you. There's no other stuff around. I'm about to print it. Can you also please, in the next race, ask for the Lindis Farm team manager to the commentator's desk? None of you are listening. And the next race, I'll mute you, and then if we can get...
Awesome, just meeting there, man. Thank you. It's probably too late to book, but I've been to this place before. It's quite cool. It's like you kind of put all your food in the bowl, and then you just give it to the chef, and they chuck it on like the hot plate in front of you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Last of the unseeded time finals 4, 0 through 9. Oscar King, Jack Younger, Zach Pask, Luke Gibson, Thomas White, Jack Love, Clayton Fell, Charlie Shivnan, Flynn Grace, and Wairongo Ahimaira.
And as we roll through, we're over halfway now of this last unseeded heat. It is Thomas White looking very strong. Really good gallop on that stroke, getting that shoulder nice and high on that breath. He'll turn in 1:28.3. He'll be looking to keep that 30-point right there. A seed time of 1:57.98, so if we can get that last split here down in that 29-second mark, and with a great shot of hitting a best time. Keeping that nice high stroke rate right into the wall. Really good rhythm.
Thirteen-year-old boys timed final, 8 of them in the event. Leo English, the fastest of the qualifiers. He'll be hard to beat today, 2:03.58.
Yeah, and really having a great meet is Leo English from night one. Really strong 400-metre freestyle. Haven't really had a chance for him to show his middle distance prowess here, so waiting till the second to last session to get another shot at it, and really starting to extend that lead immediately into this second 50 here.
And Donald Tiang has already won an event tonight with the, it was the 50 backstroke, wasn't it?
I believe so, yes.
He had a great swim in that backstroke.
Yeah. Donald Tiang looking really relaxed there. Same with Michael Sun right here in lane 3. A good battle for second and third developing here behind Leo English, but I think with that closing speed we saw on the 400, it's going to be Leo English the rest of the way here over this last 75 metres.
Sucking a lot of oxygen, breathing every stroke, breathing off to the right. And this is what we're starting to see a bit more of in mid to long distance freestyle swimming, isn't it? Just making sure there's enough oxygen going through the system, feeding the muscles.
Absolutely. All about that rhythm at this point, trying to find what's comfortable for you. You want to have that nice roll in the body. And if that is to you, breathing to the side, that's what you want to get. And yeah, as I said previously, it's all about that efficiency of breathing, which far easier to do every 2 strokes. But the race not quite over yet as Donald Tian giving a last little bit of a challenge, but they're breathing away from each other here at the end.
Bit of technical breathing there, breathing every 3. And to finish up, 2 minutes, 0.07, not pretty close in the end. Donald Tian takes the silver, Michael Sun the bronze.
And a great swim there by Leo English, nearly under the 2-minute mark. A massive best time from his time in the program. .14-year-old boys final now.
And Soren Wells, you've obviously followed him. You're one of his mentors, eh? So tell us where his head will be at right now, Matt.
Yeah, one of the young boys coming up out of my club down there in Whanganui. Well, I know he's got his eyes set on some Canterbury records held by yours truly, so he's really looking to see how far he can get under this 2-minute mark here this evening. Just moved up into the 14-year-old age group and doing fantastically. Really gets that rating up nice and high, heading out here in a 26.94. Going to be relying on that fitness, first of all being 14, but also does a lot of hard work on that 800, 400 metre distance in training. So a really competitive young man, really finding himself in this middle distance freestyle events at the moment.
Fantastic through the first 100, under 57 for Soren Wells.
He was a little bit long on that last turn, going into the halfway, so losing a little bit of momentum, but looking really, really good here. 56.86 through. Really would want to keep all of those splits here under 30 seconds. That'll be the goal.
He's looking real good for a well sub 2 minutes here. He's got 1:59.22.
Absolutely not to be overlooked. It looks like Jacob Humphreys making a great challenge right in front of us in lane 0 for a silver medal.
Jacob Humphreys known for the slightly shorter distances, but holding on and hanging on well in 0.
Oh, it looks like Jacob Humphreys making a great last push here on this last 50. Really timing his run to perfection. It looks like Soren in the middle, a little bit tired from that early speed. He's going to want to charge home.
And he's going to get there too,
right
I'm not sure. Soren Wells can see him. And a win. And Soren Wells pretty stoked with that time, I think. Jacob Humphreys wins at third. Will go to Bradley Searle. Westlake boys almost climbing over the rail here. Great swimming. Next up, the 15-year-old boys final. Across the lanes from Arakori lane 0 to Araiwa lane 9. Taka Sugiyama, Hunter Sands, Mahuta Gemmell, Neo Ehrlich, Isaac Gear, Hunter Lloyd, Andreas Bejarano Valdazzo, Jono Swanepoel, Jack Barton, Luke Jackson. Nice fast start for Isaac Gear. He's got 1.5 seconds over the rest of the field through the first 50.
And 25.89, a rapid pace to take out the 200 freestyle. A really strong kick behind him there. Not to say it a bold race strategy going out that fast. You want to be able to maintain that kick for the whole 200 metres. So if he can, it's going to be a fantastic swim.
Well, let's see what the second 50 split's like, Matt. He goes through 29.23, and this third one's going to be the key. Has he gone out too fast, or has he swum the perfect race here?
And it'll be Hunter Lloyd there in lane 5, looking to claw back every single metre he can as you go through here, turning into this last 25. You'll start to see it on the speed of those turns.
Isaac Gear comes in to turn for home. Hunter Lloyd right on his shoulder with 50 to go.
As I said, you really start to see that fatigue in those turns and those skills and those underwaters, but Isaac Gear having a look at him there in lane 4. He's going to try his best to hang on, but the stroke rate seems to be favouring Hunter Lloyd. The turns are favouring Hunter Lloyd. The breathing to the right is favouring Hunter Lloyd for this sprint home.
This is going to be close, stroke for stroke, but I think Isaac Gear is just in front. He puts the head down and goes for it. Gear gets it by 3/100ths of a second. I think that came down to just Gear just putting the head down, cutting out a bit of breathing, and just driving that hand for the wall.
A fantastic race here and a great display of different race strategies. in the 200 freestyle. One very fast at the start, one really biding their time and relying on that back end speed right into the finish.
This is the 16-year-old boys timed final. And introducing a swimmer 0 to 9. In 0, Nate Tebbett. 1, Jack Rowe. Then across Lucas Holmes, Josh Carroll, Kevin Zhang, Jack Potier, Leo Arrowsmith, Randall Lee, Rai Luff, Jonas Zwensner. And Matt, this is one of your events. In fact, Kevin Zhang not far off with his entry time of 1:49 off your own New Zealand age group record of 1:48.51.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't blame you if you wouldn't want to cheer for Kevin Zhang right now.
Well, you know, I've got to be impartial as a commentator, and I think that record stood now since about 2011, so more than long enough for it's about time to see it go. So I would be more than happy to be in the building and commentating, walking it through, but looking really, really strong here is Kevin Zhang, a fantastically strong swimmer, nice long stroke, really catches that water out in front of him.
He's a tall gentleman. He's about 6'3", and probably still growing. So I do sense that Kevin Zhang's probably got a little bit more to come where we get to the short course. We haven't seen the best performances to date this championships, but maybe this could be one of them.
Absolutely, really looking. I think the 200 is definitely probably where a lot of his strength lies. That 100 freestyle is a fantastic swim for him, but judging by some of these turns here, maybe just coming out here, having a nice strong swim, seeing how he can roll through this, setting himself up nicely for nationals in a couple of weeks.
Jack Potier swimming for Kristen and the Coast Swimming Club up in Auckland in lane 5. Leo Arrowsmith showing his versatility. He just did the... He's obviously a breaststroker, but Kevin Zhang, 1:53.80. Potier will take the silver, Arrowsmith the bronze. With 17, 18-year-old boys 200-metre freestyle final. And across the lanes from 0, James Crosby, Luke O'Connor, Bryn Drummond, Hugo Rothel, Ollie Lutton, Angus Blair, Ivan Liu, Hunter Dobson, Joel Veron, and Jordan Astley.
Yeah, and Hugo Rothel really taking this race. He's in fantastic form here this week. You know, really looking forward to seeing what he can do down in a couple of weeks and swimming some events he doesn't normally do. We've seen him in the 400 freestyle, the 200 butterfly, definitely more normally at the 50, 100 sort of distance. So great to see him getting out there, experimenting with some race plans and just having some fun with these races and looking really good while he does it.
Yeah, I think he's really grown in confidence over the week, and we know that back end has just been sensational in the final, particularly final 10 metres. And lane 5 here, Angus Blair sitting in second. Ollie Lutton, traditionally a slightly shorter distance event, but he's got an entry time of 1:52.17. Might see something, a bit of movement from him.
I think the one thing we've seen here, and we're seeing it right now from Hugo Rothel this week, the ability to really up that stroke rate when he needs to pick up the pace, not relying on that kick, but really can just get those arms turning over, showing great strength through that upper body, through that rotation to be able to do that. And now he brings in that really powerful kick behind him. Could really be on here for a low 150.
Look, with how he's been swimming up money on Rothwell at the moment, he's looking so strong. Charging down the final 25 metres to win this for the 17-18-year-old category. That was a class swim, 150.78. Great swim. That's a PB by about 3 seconds, I think. Second goes to Blair, third to Lutton. And there's the result. We move now to event 46, the girls 200 metres freestyle. There are 8 time finals, and beside the blocks is time final number 1.
I said to him last night as he was leaving, I was like, is that 200 freestyle? And he goes, is that probably that number, what, 150 this week? Doing something, right? Putting in that work. Yeah.
First of 8 time finals. Girls 200 metres freestyle. Ara Toru is Audrey Neal. Ara Wha, Ashley Calcott. Ara Rima, Riley Davey. Ara Onu is Emma Campbell. And Ara Fetu is Erica Orbell.
For the award, well, no, because we've changed it again. Yeah, Celtics. Yeah, I think there's one on here.
Well, as long as you're there with me to yak on about it. You know what to say. I said it there.
Oh, because he's not here. So that's the one I announced, and then that's how we got caught hot mic, because that's what we were talking about. Because we were talking about scrapping that, but we're not.
I reckon overseas they'd have a rule in a big network commentary. I reckon you couldn't speak out of the box.
Well, they all have those microphones. You just have a button on your own microphone. So unless you're talking, you take your finger off. You just... What?
Time final number 2 for the girls 200 metres freestyle from Arakuri, lane 0 to Araiwa, lane 9. Sophie Cole, Tetsani Thompson, Sophie Mayo, Nicola Lovell, Brianna Latu, Madeline Hobo, Julia Kim, Talon Hickford, Piper Rogers, Ella Hanley. Time final number 3. Across the lane, Sophie Martin, Emily Pearson, Scout Carter, Emma Bendal, Meg Shuka, Alexis Bassini, Malika Ugbuhi, Maya Williams, and then across the 9, Olivia Tukia. first of the age group finals, the 13-year-old girls. Across the lanes from 0, Coco Wren, Fiona Shing, Lily Smith, Lauren Crawford, Alyssa Lawson, Paige Conley, Addison Dawson in 6th, then Lily McGrath in 8. What a first 50 here for Alyssa Lawson, 29.26. Great margin across the rest of the field. And her entry time of 2:08.31 is 4 seconds quicker than Paige Conley in 5. And she's currently sitting in 2nd, but only just. So an expected drop-off back to 33 seconds in that second 50. That's still clearly 1.5 seconds in front of Paige Conley.
And should we want to get those splits right there at that 33.3 to come in and around that 2:08 mark? Always allowing for maybe a little bit more of a drop-off, a little bit more of a pickup, over that fourth 50 as you really put the head down and sprint home. But really, really good swim here from Alyssa Lawson. Really dominating swim by a fantastic young swimmer.
Drop back to a 34.35 here. And down the final length here for Alyssa Lawson to win the 13-year-old girls title. And she'll touch the wall at 2:10.17. Paige Conley taking the silver, and a nice swim out here in lane 8 for Lily McGrath. She'll take the bronze, 2:18.05. And that's 7 seconds faster than her entry time. Well done, Lily, for your bronze. Fourteen-year-old girls timed final. And across the pool from Arakuri, lane 0 to Araiwa, lane 9. Macy Haynes, Bianca Chan, Janaya Baker, Ava Wilson, Milan Glintmayer, Kiri Yamagami, Mila Gwedzinski, Mia McDonald, Eliana Brown, and Lani Jarrett. It was a great start for Milan Glintmayer. She swims a 2:04.55, and the swimmers either side of her swimming 2:09s.
And Milan Glintmayer really talented across 3 of the 4 strokes, all the way up to that 50, 100, 200 metre distance. So even looking at that turn right there, really 3 or 4 kicks off that wall, halfway through the race really means she's in control, not rushing through it, really is in charge of this race plan, and you look for her to power through this third 50.
Yeah, Matt, see if she can hold this 31.1 she's done. If she even holds sort of 31.5, let's see where she lands in the third 50. But 2:04.55 is her time. (32.48). And second at the moment, lane 5, Kiri Yamagami. Ava Wilson just behind. Solid swim in lane 1 here from Bianca Chan. And put your hands together and congratulate Milan Glintmeyer for another title. 2:04.98. That was a great swim from her. And 2:08s for our second and third, both going under their entry times of 2:09. The 15-year-old girls final from Arakuri lane 0 through to Araiwa lane 9 is Kezia Busini, Millie Bell, Holly McDonald, Charlotte Aburn, Olivia Emmett, Alyssa Tapper, Breeze Van Velthuizen, Holly Nelson, Rio Sasamoto, and Isabella Daveron. And Olivia Emmett, she got that win in that 100 butterfly, didn't she? That was a great win from her from lane 6. And she's sitting in lane 4, and she's leading the way at the moment.
Absolutely, on the back end of a pretty solid double, the 100 fly, 200 freestyle. Saw her taking a big breath there off that turn. Those are the kind of things you want to control early on in this race. The 200 free, you don't want to be surrendering too much speed, popping up like that, lifting that head on that first big breath, really trying to get into that stroke before you're doing that, but looking really, really strong. Here is Olivia Emmett.
Sort of good rhythm, climbing over that left arm, sort of powering over. Gives a bit of a lunge on each of her strokes. And just starting to creep up onto her hip. This is Alyssa Tapper.
Yeah, those girls from St. Peter's really good at their freestyle, right over that middle distance effort. Alyssa Tapper doing her best to close this distance. A really strong kick there.
30 metres to swim here in the 15-year-old girls, 200 metres freestyle. Alyssa Tapper. Can she challenge Olivia Emmett? I don't think so. I think Olivia Emmett's got this sewn up. She's done a great job. Another title for her. Tapper will get the silver, and lane 2's Holly McDonald will get the bronze. Well done to our 15-year-old girls. Next up is the 16-year-old girls final. 16-year-old girls, introducing swimmers across the pool. From 0, Emma Bain. 1, Grace Henderson. 3, Elena Wong. Then Brooke Bennett, Ariana Roberts, Louise Eccleston, Trelise Choate, Sky Trist, and Maya Kettle. Nice bunch there, taking it out through the first 75 metres. But Brooke Bennett just starting to emerge, and we know she can finish so well. So this fast start from Brooke Bennett is good for her.
And such a classic distance freestyler stroke, really not overdoing it on that kick, relying on that stroke rate really early on in this race to get her through. Really an upper body driven freestyle. As you say before, we know she can finish really strong, really brings in those feet when she needs it. Seeing a little bit more of a 1-2-3 sort of kick from her here, just keeping herself balanced, keeping herself in rhythm. But I'm sure once she gets back down to the other end of this pool, those feet are going to start making a bit of splash.
60 metres to swim for Brooke Bennett. Ariana Roberts sitting in second place, Elena Wong in third. And swimming on together, lane 6 and 7, Eccleston and Choate over there. And as you said, Matt, the kick's starting to come in now with 30 metres to swim. Sitting nice and high on the water. That stroke rate really hasn't changed much over the whole 200. Cruising in for the win. Brooke Bennett, 2:03.46. And a good final 50 there for Elena Wong, but wasn't enough. She'll get third. Ariana Roberts takes the silver. The 17, 18-year-old girls final. And the last of our, the second last of our individual events. Let's introduce the swimmers from Arakori, lane 0 to Araiwa, lane 9. Hannah King, Charlie Toos, Hannah Piper, Milana Tapper, Eva Allen, Talita McEwen, Zoe Crawford, Charlotte Gibbs, Sophie Perry, ZQ Jin. Talita McEwen just staring at each other there. Talita McEwen and Eva Allen down there. 4th 25. Through the 100, 58.95 for Eva Allen. She's got a time on the program of 2 minutes, 0.57. Holding a 30.9. Might be tough to reach that today, but we'll see how she goes. She's going to be pushed all the way by Talita McEwen.
Yeah, no one really surrendering much in this race right now. Eva Allen holding strong. I mean, not my 0.02 of a second separating their splits there on that 50. So really sticking in there, but it does look like Talita McEwen's going to really try and kick up here, really make her move on this last 50.
Milana Tapper looking dangerous as well. She's had a good finish this championships as well. Eva Allen and Talita McEwen racing it off down the final
It's going to come
25.
It's going to come right down to the touch, but it does look like Eva Allen's just going to sneak in there.
She is 1, 2, 3, very close in the end. McEwen the silver, Tapper the bronze. And well done to all of the girls in event 46, the 200 freestyle. And we're going to move to event 146, the women's 200 metre freestyle multi-class next. In Ara Toru is Millie Long, Ara Wha is Riley Sayant, Ara Rima is Mackenzie Drage, all in different impairment classes. Millie S10, Riley S14, Mackenzie S8. And Riley Sayer owns the New Zealand record in this event at 2:36.40. And so I'm not quite sure how she's got a 2:25 in the program, but maybe you can tell me, Matt.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. But hey, if she can go at 2:25, we're in for a fantastic swim.
Oh, so it's a long course converted. Here we go.
Well, even at that rate, it gives you a lot of room to play around with those times, transferring back here to the short course. I don't think they allow for 20 seconds on conversion, so we should be close to that record, hopefully.
I think we'll get one tonight. I've got a feeling. And let's see how the other swimmers in the field are going. This is lane 3, Millie Long, turning in her first 100. 1:30. She's hoping for a 3:13, so that's about on target. She can do a 1:43 on the next 100. And Mackenzie Drage, she goes through in 1:41. She's hoping for a 3:29. And pretty consistent with her pace as well. And Riley Sayer coming down to the last 50. Final 20 metres for Riley Sayer, and I think this record's going to be out of reach today, but she's doing a great swim here. .240.13, well done, Riley. Millie Long finishing in 3:07. So that's a great second 100 for Millie Long, and a PB by the looks of 6 seconds. Mackenzie Drage 3:31. Well done, girls. And that concludes event 146. And we'll just check that result out, which each of these swimmers in a different disability class. Riley Sayer wins that one. We'll be back after the short break with our final relays. Well, welcome back. We move now to the final events of tonight's program, the mixed, event 47, the mixed 4x50 metre medley relay for the under 16s. We'll hand you over to the technical officials to get us underway. Just the three teams in this one tonight. Aratoru is St Andrews College A, Arawha is Mount Albert Grammar School A, and Araonu is Aotea College A. And off to a good start, Mount Albert Grammar School A. And this is Bianca Chan. And away goes Tarquinius Schwalger for Mount Albert Grammar in the butterfly. We've got Josh Exon over there in 3 and Felix Thomas. And this is a nice win here for Mount Albert Grammar School. Just gets there in front of Aotea College. And the bronze going to St Andrews. Good team effort there. And here we go with the 16 and over event 48. And across the lanes in Aratahi is Rotorua Lakes High School A. Ararua is Garran College A. Aratoru is Western Springs College A. Arawha is St Andrews College A. Ararima is St Paul's Collegiate A. Araonu is Mount Albert Grammar School A. And Arawhetu is Aquinas College A.
And the mixed medley relay is always a fun, strategic race. One of those ones I think they're still trying to figure out at the world level as they start to become more of a prominent event. But as we can see, the absolute benefit of having a male breaststroker, usually the stroke with the largest difference between the two, as St Andrews have powered back here through that second 50 with a 30.23. Over 2 seconds faster than the next best team in the field. A fantastic swim.
So leading the way at the moment. 6 there. This is Kate Wheeler in the water at the moment for Mount Albert. And coming fast
Oliver
in
Moet.
lane 3. This is Liam France. And Oliver Moet, yes.
Over in lane 5, having a great 50 there. 24.95 for Oliver Moet on that 50 butterfly.
Emily Austin anchoring the team for St Paul's. And it'll be St Paul's for the win. Silver's going to go to Western Springs College and bronze to St Andrews. Well, congratulations and thanks for entering all those teams in the 4x50 metre medley mixed relay. And a thank you to our technical officials. We're going to be back after this quick break, and Matt and I will do a little bit of a wrap, a little bit of a highlights of today's session, and then we'll be back for the medal presentations to finish tonight's session. Stay with us.
So sponsorship from New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic for our sports teams actually who went away to tournament week. We're a community who's driven by sport, but often money and the cost of travel, accommodation and uniform can be a barrier for some of our students. And to come out with a new uniform for a number of sports, particularly our basketball teams who have been away at nationals, has been uplifting for the students and for our community. The support from Carbon Farming has been wonderful.
Without them, then we wouldn't look like this.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass up.
Well, Matt, another great session tonight. We kicked off with the 16 and over skins tonight. Tight battle between the two guys, but it was Ryan Peck that won it, and it was
in the men's race, Kevin Zhang.
Kevin Zhang. It was very tight, but I think it was the age difference that maybe got there, the maturity perhaps, but a little bit of an extra endurance at the end there.
Yeah, absolutely, and the challenge of those 50 skins is really being able to sprint, like I said the other night, the ability to sprint for 5 50s in a row. You know, a lot of that can come down to experience, timing your swims, and the luck of the spin really on what race gets pulled up last.
And Isabel Gibson and Neve Tussika in the women's. Neve Tussika coming out on top. She obviously got that 200 butterfly pedigree and pulled it through.
Yeah, and really happy with the butterfly there at the end to help her, you know, right into that strong finish. Couldn't have really played more into her hands as a distance butterfly.
When we move to the individual events, and one of the highlights, one of the 100 butterfly, Caleb Yin, 13-year-old, doing a 102.58, and he was well ahead of the field. He had a great swim.
Yeah, and really continuing great form. A lot of those boys in that 13-year-old age group, it always seems to be that same 4 or 5, and Caleb Yin's doing a great job, especially in the butterfly at the moment, separating himself from that pack, and you saw that with a 102, a really strong swim, technically very sound, and just a really powerful butterfly for such a young age.
We were talking earlier about one of the sort of swimmers, in our mind, one of the swimmers of the meet that's really cleaned up. Talk us through your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, my mind instantly went to Milan Glitmeyer, the 14-year-old from Palmerston North Girls. Really, and she showed that today. I think her time of a 100 was almost a 101. I think pretty much would have won the event across all age groups, and it seems to be a trend she's had across the week. So really impressive to see such a young swimmer being so dominant, not only in her age group, but being competitive 1, 2, maybe 3 years ahead of herself.
Good stuff. Well, 5 sessions down, 1 to go tomorrow morning, but don't go away. We've got the medal ceremonies for the second half of the session tonight.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay and App to speed on through. Ooh yeah, feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
Well, welcome back. We're going to get underway with the medal ceremonies now for the events. We're starting with the 200 metres freestyle for the 13-year-old boys. Oh, the multi-class. Apologies. We're going to start with the bronze medalist, James Hayden. James Hayden, 2:19.78. And presenting is, thank you to Duncan from Bailey's. And the silver medalist is Bailey Conlon, 2:17.17. And winning the gold medal, 2:04.74, Asher Smith Franklin. All Proof Industries bring you the medal ceremony tonight. Moving now to the 13-year-old boys. Bronze medalist, Michael Sun, 2:06.66. Silver medal to Donald Tian, 2:01.51. And winning the gold medal, Leo English, 2 minutes, 0.07. Fourteen-year-old boys, bronze medalist, Bradley Searle, 2:01.89. Silver, Soren Wells, 1:58.76. And gold medalist, Jacob Humphreys, 1:58.39. Fifteen-year-old boys are up next, 200 freestyle. Bronze, Neo Ulich, 1:59.31. Silver medalist, Hunter Lloyd, 1:56.19. And the gold medalist, Isaac Gear, 1:56.16. Next up, we have the 16-year-old boys. Leo Arrowsmith wins the bronze, 1:56.47. Silver, Jack Potier, 1:55.25. And winning the gold, Kevin Zhang, 1:53.80. (17-18) category. Bronze, Ollie Lutton, 1:53.21. Silver, Angus Blair, 1:51.92. And winning the gold, Hugo Rothel, 1:50.78. Moving now to the girls' 200 metres freestyle. 13-year-olds. Lily McGrath wins the bronze, 2:18.05. Silver, Paige Conley, 2:15.50. And winning the gold medal, Alyssa Lawson, 2:10.17. Moving to the 15-year-old age group now. We'll come back to the 14 a bit later. Holly McDonald wins the bronze, 2:07.61. Alyssa Tapper wins the silver, 2:06.34. And winning from Cambridge High School, 2:04.90, Olivia Emmett. (16-year-old girls), bronze, Alina Wong. Silver, Ariana Roberts, 2:07.96. And winning the gold, Brooke Bennett from Villa Maria College, 2:03.46. (17-18-year-old category). Bronze medalist, Milana Tapper, 2:02.29. Silver, Talita McEwen, 2:01.82. And winning the gold, Eva Allen, Dosserson, 2:01.66. If we could ask a team manager from Mount Albert Grammar School to the control room, please. Mount Albert Grammar to the control room, where we're giving the Mackenzie Drage her bronze medal for the 200 freestyle multi-class for the girls, 3:31.24. Then Millie Long wins the silver, 3:07.93. And Riley Sayer wins the gold, 2:40.13 from Hauraki Plains College. Just a shout out for the Mount Albert Grammar School team or team manager to the control room, please. Moving now to the first of the relays, 4x50 metre medley mixed final relay for the under 16. Third place, St Andrews College A. Iona Garrett, Sam McAllister, Josh Exon and Arena Westerink. Thanks to Duncan from Bailey's, one of our proud partners of this championships. And silver, Aotea College A, Lauren Crawford, Frederick Mills, Felix Thomas and Alexia Booth. And winning Mount Albert Grammar School A, Caden Tianga, Bianca Chan, Tarquinius Schwalga, Olivia Wheeler. If Emma Bain is still in the building, Emma Bain to the announcers table, please. Emma Bain. Well done to our under 16 relay winners and place getters. Next up, the 16 and over. The bronze medalist goes to Mount Albert Grammar School A. Tito Tipi, Hunter Dobson, Kate Wheeler, Macy Haynes. Silver medals go to Western Springs College A, Sam Kenny, Abigail Sharp, Liam France, Erica Orbell. And winning the gold, St Paul's Collegiate A, Sophie Perry, Nate Tebbett, Oliver Mowat, Amelie Austin. Well done to our 16 and over relay winners and place getters. Well, thanks very much for tuning in to watch session number 5 of the Aotearoa Secondary School Swimming Championships for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow live from 8:30. Ka kite anō.
Thank you.